Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we try to cut through the noise and get straight to the insights that matter. So, think about your car today. I mean, it's not just a set of wheels and an engine anymore, is it?
Not at all.
It's this highly sophisticated, rolling computer packed with displays, sensors, advanced safety features, incredible infotainment systems. Have you ever really stopped to think what makes all that complex stuff talk to each other so seamlessly at lightning speed without like a single hiccup? Well, today we're taking a deep dive into the automotive optical fiber market. It's a pretty fascinating world. We're basing our exploration on some really detailed recent research from cognitive market research. And our mission really is to unpack the story behind the numbers. We want to help you understand why this seemingly niche market is actually, well, a cornerstone of future automotive design. We'll cut through the data, try to pinpoint the most important insights for you.
Yeah, and at its core, what's really driving all of this is the escalating demand for faster, more reliable communication systems inside the vehicle. Traditional copper wiring, it's served us well for decades, but it can't keep pace anymore, not with the sheer volume and speed of data that modern cars now generate and process.
Right.
And that's precisely why optical fiber is quickly becoming the essential backbone, the nervous system, you could almost say, of these advanced automotive designs.
That's a powerful analogy, the nervous system. I like that. And just to give everyone a full picture, we're going to be looking at the global and regional growth projections. Will span from 2021 right through to 2033. It's going to be, I think, a fascinating journey to see how this crucial, often invisible tech is shaping the cars of tomorrow right now. Okay, so let's unpack this, starting with the global perspective. The automotive optical fiber market isn't just, growing. It's expanding at a really significant clip.
It really is.
The research shows that back in 2021, global sales revenue was already getting close to $3 billion US.
Yeah.
And by 2033, that figure is projected to, well, skyrocket isn't too strong a word, almost 8 billion USD.
Yeah, nearly 8 billion.
That kind of expansion translates into a pretty robust compound annual growth rate, a SPGR of about 8.5%.
And what's truly fascinating here, I think, is that this growth, it's not just incremental, it signifies a fundamental shift, a really irreversible shift in how vehicles are designed and how they function.
Right.
I mean, an 8.5% CGR for a market this size is genuinely strong. It signals sustained underlying demand, not just temporary spikes.
It's not a fad.
Exactly. It tells us this technology is becoming absolutely fundamental. We're really moving beyond cars as just transport towards them becoming these integrated smart automotive solutions.
Yeah.
Think about the data load for things like autonomous driving, high-def entertainment on multiple screens, super precise navigation, real-time sensor feedback. Traditional copper wiring, it just can't handle the bandwidth or the speed or give you the immunity to electromagnetic interference that optical fiber offers.
It makes a lot of sense.
It's a foundational upgrade, really, for the whole automotive ecosystem. It makes these advanced features possible in the first place.
Okay, that context is crucial, especially when you think about just how complex modern cars are getting. So let's drill down a bit into some key regions. Maybe start with North America.
Sure.
It's already a substantial market, right? And it's set to more than double by 2033, shows a strong annual growth rate over 8%.
Very solid.
But what's particularly interesting, and maybe you can shed light on this, is how certain countries within the region are outpacing others. The U.S. obviously holds the lion's share, but we see Canada actually growing even faster in terms of percentage rate. What might explain that?
Yeah, the dynamics within North America are quite telling. Canada's faster growth, it could be influenced by a few things. Maybe a more proactive embrace of newer automotive tech. Perhaps aligning with government initiatives pushing for greener, more connected vehicles or specific investments in high-tech manufacturing hubs there. It's also possible that, being a slightly smaller market than the U.S. overall, new adoption just makes a bigger percentage impact, statistically.
Right. Scale effect?
Could be. And Mexico's solid growth, well, that clearly fits into the broader regional manufacturing picture. It's a key hub for automotive production and export, and those factories are increasingly integrating these advanced communication systems right on the assembly line.
That's a great point about agile adoption and manufacturing integration. So we've looked at North America's growth. Let's shift gears, maybe look across the Atlantic. Europe, it's obviously a longstanding powerhouse in automotive innovation. How is it embracing this fiber optic future? Are the dynamics different there compared to North America?
Europe definitely presents a fascinating landscape. The overall growth rate is robust. Similar ballpark to North America, actually,
Yeah.
around 8.2% CAGR. But what really stands out is the variability across the continent. You'd expect Germany and the UK, the big auto players, to contribute significantly, and they do. They're growing steadily.
Right.
But if we connect this to the bigger picture, the surge we see in the rest of Europe segment, that's showing an impressive 14% average annual growth.
14%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you see rapid expansion in smaller nations like Luxembourg, growing over 9% annually.
Luxembourg. That's surprising.
It really challenges the idea that only the major manufacturing hubs are driving this. It suggests adoption is incredibly widespread.
So what does that suggest?
Well, maybe smaller nations are more agile in adopting new tech. Or perhaps there are specific niche industries or evolving regulations encouraging rapid integration of high-speed comms. It indicates a really broad-based shift, not just growth concentrated in a few traditional centers.
That really does challenge assumptions.
Yeah.
Sounds like the push for advanced connectivity is, well, it's everywhere, the European auto sector.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's where it gets really interesting, I think. When we look at the Asia-Pacific region,
Big growth there.
it's showcasing particularly fast-paced growth, projected to almost triple by 2033, with an average annual growth rate over 9%.
That's significant momentum.
And there are some real standouts. China, India, even Taiwan seems to be leading the pace regionally.
Yeah.
What makes these markets so dynamic for this technology? What's driving that impressive pace?
The drivers in Asia-Pacific are really multifaceted. For markets like China, India, Taiwan, this dynamic growth is likely fueled by several key things.
Okay.
You've got rapidly expanding domestic auto manufacturing capabilities, for one. Then there's an incredibly high rate of tech adoption among consumers.
Right. Very tech-savvy populations.
Exactly. And of course, the sheer volume of new vehicles hitting the roads there. China, being the world's largest auto market, is naturally a leader. But India is highlighted as one of the fastest growing globally, nearly 10% CAGR. And Taiwan, as you said, actually leads the whole region in pace, almost 11% annually.
11%.
These regions aren't just consuming tech, they're actively integrating it into their rapidly developing auto industries, often leapfrogging older tech straight to fiber optics as they scale up. It's a huge wave of modernization.
That makes perfect sense, given the scale of development and that tech-forward mindset we see there. Okay, shifting gears again, the Middle East, we also see another region showing significant forward momentum.
Another fast grower.
Its market's projected to almost triple by 2033 as well, sustaining an average annual growth rate over 9%. Countries like Saudi Arabia and the UAE are clearly leading the charge.
Yeah, strong numbers there too. Saudi Arabia around 9.6%, UAE close to 9.9% CAGR.
So this raises an important question. Are there unique investment strategies or maybe development projects in the Middle East fueling this rapid embrace of advanced auto tech?
That's an excellent question, and I think the answer is likely yes. We're seeing massive infrastructure projects across the Middle East, right?
True. New cities, big developments.
Exactly. The development of entirely new smart cities designed from the ground up. Plus, a really concerted effort towards economic diversification away from traditional industries. These ambitions often explicitly include cutting-edge transportation and connected vehicle initiatives.
Ah, so it's built into the master plans.
It seems like it. Naturally, these projects demand the fastest, most reliable networks like optical fiber to support smart mobility, autonomous public transport, integrated urban systems. It's not just about luxury cars, it's about future-proofing entire national infrastructures.
That gives a whole new context to those numbers. Really interesting. Okay, let's briefly touch upon South America now, also showing consistent healthy growth. Market expected to more than double by 2033, growing at a steady pace, just over 8% annually. Argentina, for instance, showing solid growth within the region, about 8.5% CAGR.
Consistent, yes, following the global trend.
And then there's Africa. Now, it's starting from a smaller base, obviously, but showing immensely promising growth.
Definitely one to watch.
Projected to nearly triple by 2033, with an average annual growth rate pushing close to 9%, around 8.9%. Nigeria seems to be emerging as a leader on the continent, growing at over 9.4% annually.
Right. So when we synthesize this broader picture, looking across all these diverse regions, it's clear, even in developing markets, places like South America and Africa, the adoption of automotive optical fiber is strong. It's on a solid upward trajectory.
So it's truly global.
It really is. And what this fundamentally means is, well, a move towards global standardization of advanced automotive technology. It signifies that the future of connected vehicles isn't just for a few wealthy nations. It's becoming a worldwide phenomenon.
That's a key takeaway.
Yeah, and this uniform adoption, it paves the way for more seamless vehicle-to-infrastructure communication globally. Doesn't matter where the car is made or driven, it creates a kind of universal language for vehicle intelligence.
So, stepping back,
Hmm.
what does all this mean for you? The driver, the consumer, the observer of auto trends. It means, quite simply, you can expect your car to get smarter, safer, and more connected, and at an accelerated pace.
Mm-hmm.
The overall trajectory we've seen today is clearly a robust, global upward trend for automotive optical fiber, driven relentlessly by that absolute need for speed and reliability in our increasingly intelligent vehicles.
Couldn't agree more.
The core drivers are undeniably clear: rapid tech advancements, that insatiable demand for high-speed communication within the car, and the ever-growing integration of truly smart automotive solutions, things that redefine the driving experience.
Absolutely. And maybe a final thought to leave folks with. As optical fiber really solidifies its role as the nervous system of modern vehicles, how will this invisible yet incredibly powerful technology fundamentally redefine not just our driving experience, but potentially even our whole understanding of vehicle ownership and the very infrastructure of our smart cities in the years to come? Imagine the possibilities. Enhanced safety features that react milliseconds faster because the data is pristine.
Right. Instantaneous reactions.
Immersive in-car entertainment, streaming flawlessly, no buffering, fully autonomous driving that relies on instantaneous, uncorrupted information flow. This tiny fiber is the silent enabler of a profoundly different automotive future, making cars not just vehicles, but intelligent, interconnected nodes in our daily lives.
A really fascinating future to think about. What aspects of that are you most excited to see unfold? Something for all of us to consider.